And then he went to solitary confinement. And then I started talking to his soul in my garage in the dark in my recliner because, I resonated with the man in solitary confinement, meaning I also felt that isolated. We had a similarity, we had a connection, we could understand each other and help, and work together to get out of our self-isolation. So, and like even Carl Jung has a quote. He says, one does not feel isolated because he has no beings about him. One feels isolated because he has no one to share himself with. No one who really understands. But I understood Andrew Tate in solitary confinement. So it's here on the screen, but I'll share it here. When I was talking to Andrew Tate's soul, when he was in solitary confinement, I had the following conversation with him. I said, so Andrew, you know that your external reality is a projection of your internal reality and how you feel about yourself, right? His soul said, yeah. So I said, from that perspective, why are you in solitary confinement? And that's a question that, can help you see yourself. Because if you're in if you're in I call solitary confinement, failed relationships, problems, divorce, maybe suicidal, where, no one understands you and you just want out, that kind of self-isolation, it's common. Well, we don't understand that we're souls having a human experience, that the field, per Einstein, is the soul governing agency of the body. Let me pull up something from Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he talks about this. And the video will come up, but let me stop it for a sec, okay? To Einstein, right? He starts with Einstein. So let's see what he has to say about Einstein in this quote from Einstein, that the field is the soul governing agency of the particle. The energy field, the soul, governs the body. So it's soul first, body second. So when I talk to people's souls, I'm helping them manifest a different reality because I'm helping them align with my connection to the universe and how high I vibrate and how many enlightenment experience I have. So this is, women's work. This is women's work. But let's see this. I'll get back to that in a second, okay? I'm going to share my screen and here we go. When I talk to men's souls, I'm changing the information in the field so they have more self-love and less self-hate. That's what shamans do. We do it through a quantum entanglement. There was a 2022 Nobel Peace Prize about quantum entanglements. I get into it in my book, My Inner Heroine, Exploring Feminine Pain. So let me stop and come back here. So, Einstein proved that spirituality was right the whole time. The 5D, the spiritual, controls the 3D, the physical. Feminine is the 5D. The physical is the 3D. Women are the emotional centers, and our souls communicate via emotions, right? Our souls communicate via emotions. So the Cherokee proverb that is a dedication in my book is, it says that a woman's highest calling is to connect a man to his soul so he can unite with source. A man's highest calling is to protect a woman so she can walk the earth unharmed. Women, I got an innie, I'm designed for inside work. Men got an outie, they're designed for outside work. Okay? So yes, Andrew Tate showed me myself so that I can improve myself. And so if he triggers you, just know that triggers are your healing friend and not your healing foe. Okay, you probably have a rape wound. You could have a wound that you're replaceable, like I used to have. You could have an isolation wound. And because part of his soul resonates the same frequency as your soul, he's drawing your attention to that naturally. So we are all souls having a human experience here to help each other, see each other, improve each other. Okay, we're not in a, there's no, this is the love thy enemy teaching. When you understand that we're souls mirroring each other for our own benefit, mutually, then you have no enemy.